And when you see a crowd singing that song, and you see they're like on a high with the music, you know, it affects them so much. And suddenly, like, the song is not even yours anymore, it's theirs. Usually it's one song, you know, a label, hey, do you have a song for the World Cup? And boom. But this soundtrack was made for this story. You know, FIFA Qatar 2022 was a special World Cup with a special soundtrack, you know, that combines so much love and culture. You know, every song has its story. I remember when I was a kid and I put the headphones and I was playing guitar and I saw myself somewhere else. I saw myself doing a concert. So I was there, but I wasn't there. So music took me somewhere else. What kept me alive, two things: my family in Morocco and keeping the dream. Like, I could see it, you know, like I could feel it. I was like, whatever I'm going through now is just momentarily. It's just now. One day it's going to be history. It's almost like that's exactly what's happening now. I see it as history, as a beautiful history. Music activates every part of your brain and your body, you know, so it's magical. I've seen it doing things to people and to me. We did something very special that has never been done. And if you think about it, the World Cup is emotions all the time, from nations crying, nations cheering, happy, suspense. You know, it's all of that up and down, up and down. It's like a movie. So you have to create a soundtrack for it. So I can see that impact, making something very, very... You cannot not explain with words, honestly. Like, it's just, you just feel it. I had to come here a year and a half before. I had to dig deep, you know? So you want to use the elements from the roots. So it took me some time to, not to understand, but to make decisions on what parts of the cultural melodies or hooks or drums or that I want to use and combine it with the pop music or the music that the world, the Latins, the African rhythm, the global melodies, and to combine it all together and make something that people will be like, oh, this is different. We feel the roots, but I can sing along to it and stuff like that. So, for example, Haya, you know, Haya, Haya, you know, let's go. So Haya, Haya, Haya. Haya, haya. It's very simple. Everybody can sing it. It's repetition. It's very easy, but it's from the, you know, from the culture. And ala hola dan, ala hola. This is something that back in the days where you used to go looking for pearls, it was tough to go in the water and stay there forever, you know? So it was something that those that are like the chants they used to say to keep this, you know, boat and the people energized. So you use that and you put it into the we are the dreamers, you know? Look who we are the dreamers. We make it happen because we believe it. So you combine all of it together and the people felt it. And you could see it in the stadium. You could see it in the charts. #1 over 100 countries. You know, people feel something, you know? And you combine it with Jungkook, who is from BTS, from Korea, different cultures. I had to do something special and meaningful and true to Qatar and to the whole MENA region, you know, the Khalij and everything. So going through that process, I started collecting those informations, you know, the music parts, and listening. And then, of course, I take my baby, my guitar, and start coming up with ideas. I love it. And then when I arrived here, having all these, you know, parts bubbling, going in my head. Should I use this one or this? And then I went to the studio here, and we were inspired by speeches from Her Highness Sheikh Hamouza, and all these speeches. We were taking words from that has meaning to the whole story of the World Cup, how it happened, and the dream that they were looking for, and they really wanted to make it happen and all that. So that was a big inspiration, And it's an education to the kids of, local kids, and for the whole world to know about this story. It's beautiful. There are certain chord progressions and notes within those chord progressions, within that scale, that makes you feel certain feelings. When you know it, you know how to use it. Yes, bring it on!